Have you ever followed someone's glute workout or quad routine and still struggled to see progress in your lower body? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your lower body and maintain it. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people saying, oh, donkey kicks or fire hydrants will grow your glutes, because it won't. Mainly because to grow any part of your body, no matter, your legs, your arms, your back, you need to do progressive overload and you need to eat enough protein. What you eat is so important when working out, because you will not be able to see your desired body or anything if you don't eat enough protein, and that's just that. Like, if you don't get enough protein, enough water, enough rest, you're not gonna grow any part of your body, or at least won't see your desired results. The reason why you need to eat when you work out is because when you work out, it creates mini tears in your muscle that need to be repaired with, protein, with sleep, with rest, with water, just enough nutrition to actually stabilize your workout routine and to actually build on the muscle. Now, when it comes to dieting or just eating in general, you can either go on a clean bulk, a dirty bulk, a cut, or a body recomposition. Now, what is the difference between them? Going on a bulk means to intentionally gain weight with the goal of gaining muscle. And during, a bulk or something, people will eat in a calorie surplus, meaning you eat more calories than you burn, while also increasing your protein intake to support your muscle growth. While bulking, you may gain more body fat along with the muscle development, which is expected, but it's okay, because after you can go through a cutting phase, which I'll explain exactly how to do that later. Now, there are two different types of bulks that you can do, a clean bulk or a dirty bulk. Now, what's the difference between them? Clean bulk means to eat in a calorie surplus while also focusing on nutritious foods to minimize fat gain, while a dirty bulk is the complete opposite, where you eat anything and everything to just hit your protein goal, normally resulting in a lot more fat gain. Okay, so now that I've explained to you what a clean and dirty bulk is, I'm going to explain to you what it means to go on a cut and how it works. Going on a cut is the exact opposite of going on a bulk, meaning you try to lose as much fat while maintaining as much muscle as you can. So cutting basically means to eat in a calorie deficit, meaning you eat less calories than your body burns while trying to strength train to keep as much muscle as possible. During the cutting phase, people tend to increase their protein intake to preserve their muscles while incorporating cardio to lose the body fat that they're trying to get rid of. The overall aim of a cut is to just basically reveal any muscle definition that you have by reducing the fat. Okay, so the last thing is body recomp. Now, body recomp is to just basically lose fat while also gaining muscle. And unlike bulking or cutting, where you're losing fat or you're gaining fat or gaining muscle, a body recomposition is basically doing both of them at the same time. You're gaining muscle while also losing fat. This is normally when you prioritize resistant training and eating at a maintenance diet. Okay, and people typically do a body recomposition when they first start working out, or maybe they haven't worked out in a while and they do a body recomposition to just slowly get back into their routine. Now, after learning about the different diets for you to choose from for your own specific needs, now I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your lower body. So when growing your lower body or any part of your lower body, you need to focus on a compound exercise, an isolation exercise, and also focusing on progressive overload. Okay, so what is progressive overload? Progressive overload is when you increase the weight of the workout, the intensity, or how many reps you do, which is how many times you're gonna do that exercise. Okay, because you will not grow any part of your body if you don't do progressive overload, and that's just that. Okay, so starting with your glutes. So Two exercises that will grow your glutes are hip thrust and Bulgarian split squats, because when you do these will work on your glute maximus, which is just like the overall glute. Okay, so when doing a glute workout or just any glute routine, you need to add in some isolation exercise, because when you add in an isolation exercise, it will give you that nice kind of like lifted look, because glute isolation exercises are meant to grow your glute medius, meaning your glutes just look lifted. That's just it. And exercises that will help you are cable kickbacks and step-ups, because step-ups have been proven to show the most growth in glutes. Now, moving on to your quads. When growing your quads, you need to focus on exercises that focus on the knee extension. For example, leg press, leg extensions, and barbell back squat. But in my opinion, something that has grown my quads more was goblet squats. Goblet squats is basically just like a normal squat, except you have a more closer stance and you just like hold the weight up like this and you just like do your squats like normal. I've noticed so much growth in my quads from the past 3 months or so. When growing your legs, please, for the love of God, do not skip on hamstrings or calves, okay? Like, I tried growing my quads and it grew, but I didn't grow my hamstrings, so overall it just looked weird. And what's the point of having big quads if you're just gonna have like weak ass hamstrings and small ass calves? So train your hamstrings and calves. Exercises that will grow your hamstrings are good mornings, single leg RDLs, or I don't know, hamstring curls, because when you do these exercises, you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, which is what you want for hamstring growth. When working out, please do not work out the same freaking muscle group every single day. You might think that it's doing something, but it's really not. Okay, you're just tiring yourself even more, and it's gonna result in your muscles not even growing. It's just gonna stay like that. Because when growing your muscles, you need at least 48 hours in between each session. Okay, so now I promise you that if you do these exercises, eat enough protein, do progressive overload, and get enough rest, your lower body will literally blow up. It's gonna grow so much, I promise you. Okay, so that's the end of my video. Bye guys.